only hope.
As you can see, Wii creativity is mushrooming, but that's only half of our software story here at E3. What we've just seen are games that reside in your living room. But what about the games that travel with you? Every year, portable games take a bigger bite of the total software pie. What's driving this growth are new players. Who are they? Well, here's a giant clue. In 2005, 30% of all DS recipients were female. Now, recipients are defined as those who either bought a DS for themselves or asked for and received one as a gift. By 2006, the percentage of female players jumped to 46%. And last year, it almost reached exact parity with males. The DS appeal is universal. And that appeal is apparent with our third-party hits as well. Activision reports that the current DS version of Guitar Hero on Tour sold 300,000 copies in America in just its first week. And now, an even more imaginative interpretation of the franchise called On Tour Decades is on the way. The DS is also the only gaming-dedicated platform where you'll find Will Wright's Spore this year. We think both of these titles deserve a closer look.
So this fall, we're going to be bringing Guitar Hero On Tour Decades, and with it, brand new innovation to the platform. For the first time, players will be able to song share between versions of the game.
Song sharing is a feature that allows me to take my version of Guitar Hero on tour and meet up with a friend or a relative who has a different version of Guitar Hero on tour, like Guitar Hero on Tour Decades, and we can share our songs with each other.
The innovation of the guitar grip really allowed us to bring a tactile experience coupled with the touchscreen mechanics of strumming with a pick stylus.
But additionally, the DS has the microphone, the dual screen, its portable nature. All of these aspects add to the unique experience that you get on the Nintendo DS.
Spore is this epic journey, and it's all about sort of evolving your creature in this world that you live on. Now, with the Nintendo version of the game, it is a unique and different design. We focus more on the creature game with the Nintendo DS. One of the things that was important to us when we designed the game for the Nintendo DS was to really hit on those core elements that are really about Spore, which is player creativity and that sharing. With the Nintendo DS, not only were we able to sort of take advantage of the stylus, so we could create this creature creator that's so easy and intuitive to use. You just drag parts from the parts panel over onto your creature and add to it. The other thing about Spore that on the PC that we moved over to the DS was the ability to share your creations. When you share your creatures with your friends, those creatures not only appear in your zoo, but they can also show up in the game. You can decide to befriend them with your own creature. So you kind of get your own little posse going with your friends' creatures, and it can really help you out in gameplay. The DS is really attractive for game designers and game makers because it gave the opportunity to open up and sort of say, hey, we can design a little bit differently. This audience is really responding to it.
Now, in addition to these great exclusives, I can add one more piece of launch news. The next invasion of Pokemon, the highly anticipated Pokemon Rangers Shadows of Almia, will offload onto US shores on November the 10th. To recap, another new Guitar Hero coming to DS, a custom Spore coming to DS, and new Pokemon 2. And make no mistake, the appeal of DS extends to the core as well. We can announce today that a custom version of Grand Theft Auto called Chinatown Wars arrives on DS this winter. Set in a modern-day Liberty City, the game features a custom game engine, new characters, and the same free-ranging gameplay that GTA fans have come to expect. For some time now, Nintendo and our third-party partners have been using the DS to redefine the meaning of video game. And that spirit of invention and reinvention now also applies to the DS itself. Here's what I mean. Now, I'm one of the many people, probably like all you guys, who spend way too much time in airports. And much of that time is already spent on my DS. Currently, I'm playing Animal Crossing. So, what if DS and air travel came together in a different way? For example, when I land, why can't my DS provide information on where I can claim my luggage, or the gate for my connecting flight? If I'm staying over, what about the nearest ATM or a Mexican restaurant? This is all being tested. Another example. How about changing up your next visit to the old ballpark? Well, at Safeco Field in Seattle, fans are already using their DS to check the box scores of other live games, watch highlights, compete on trivia contests with other fans in the park. They're even using the DS touchscreen to order up that Seattle sushi favorite, the Ichi-Roll. Seriously, they really have that stuff in Seattle. Now, speaking of food, one more idea. Could it be that the DS could even earn a spot in your kitchen? Well, for some time now, in Japan, Cooking Navi has turned the DS into an electronic cookbook. And the same title will serve up both international recipes and cooking tips when an English version arrives here in November. The perfect timing for people like me looking for help with their holiday dinners. Trust me, I'm even worse at cooking than I am at snowboarding. Now, in many ways, the DS may be transforming itself from a great portable device for gamers into a natural companion for everyone. Reggie?